Today we'll take a look at the Arteza Colored Pencil set. And why at the humongous 72-piece one? Well, because I overdid it. My name is Kai and I have a problem. I only really like to do what I already can do, and that is quite an obstacle in my journey as an artist. There's a lot of evidence on my channel. I feel very comfortable with pencils, black and white generally. Color is a little bit more of an issue for me. I also have a little bit of an issue seeing red and green, which is always a very good excuse. I've bought a lot of different colors in the past, but I was always hesitant to really use it, but we will change that now. From now on I will be a lot more experimental. If you watched the video and you like what I'm doing here and how I'm doing it, I would very much appreciate that subscription and perhaps even activating the notifications, leaving comment, likes, all those things. One of the things I've bought in the past are the already shown colored pencils. And what did I draw with that? And that's about all the experience I have collected in my adult life with colored pencils. I wasn't really happy with the result. I still am not really. But since then I have watched a lot of different artists here on YouTube, better artists, and I've seen what is possible. And yes, I have to try again. So let's get started. And if we want to do it right, we will do color swatching. And that's not difficult, quite the contrary, you just sit down and try every single of the colors that you have. Is that something I normally do? No, but I will start from now on because it is the very first step for you to really get to know your medium. How does it work on the paper that you've chosen or whatever you're painting on? How does the color really look? Because what I found out here also, not every one of the pencils looks exactly how the color on the outside would suggest. And we're talking a lot of colors here, 72 or in my case more like 71. But first I feel like I have to apologize for my writing. It's not very beautiful. And also I'm making constantly mistakes, also I'm very sorry for that. But are not that important. Only important is how the colors look, and I have to say, pretty good. Actually differently than I had remembered. With my first picture, well, it's long ago, but I remember them not doing what I wanted, not reacting how I wanted to. But looking back, that's probably more my mistake than theirs. I just did not know what I could expect of them. I was more expecting something to coloring books with those colored pencils. Not to belittle coloring books, but I did not consider them for fine art. So with this video, I'm also fighting my own prejudice against colored pencils. Now let's try to blend two colors, because we will definitely need that. Let's try two similar colors, and for this we will take indigo and peacock blue. At least for me, with my color deficiency, quite similar colors. As I already said, I'm not an expert and I think I can do better. This is okay, but I think I can do better. Let's try again. I think that's pretty alright already, but there are some very harsh lines in there. And at some point I have to assume that's not only me, but also the pencil and the quality of the pencil. But definitely me too. But if you are an expert with colored pencils, let me know what I should be doing differently. I am looking at the pencils as a beginner though. But let's try to blend some other colors. And that looks pretty good, I would say, but those colors I feel like they are closer together anyway. But I feel like I want to try more colors, some greens or something, see how that goes. Okay, these colors are mint and absent green, and I think I always run into issues when I don't manage to do it directly. So when I do a mistake and you see here that it is just too intense, too dark, I do not manage to get that corrected anymore. And my theory is, and we will try that in a second, that you cannot really layer the pencils with really high class colored pencils. That should be possible. Even lighter on darker colors, at least that's how I've seen it in other videos, I believe. That could be a weakness of the pencils, but as long as you know it, you can work around it. But there can be some situations where it could become difficult to correct, but we will test that in a second. But now, just for fun, let's try two colors that do not match at all. And that does not work at all, but I did not expect it differently. It's not an issue of the pencils, not even of my technique. I would not have expected this to work anyway. But for me, with my green and red issues, this actually looks terrible. This really hurts my eyes. But let me know how this looks to you. If you have normal color sight, if you also have a color issue, I'd really like to hear about that in the comments. But now let's try to layer colors. I've prepared now two different fields of color. The one on the top I've drawn with charcoal. We have noir that's still even darker, but we don't have to be mean to the colored pencils right now. The lighter one is absinthe green. This is much lighter. It should be much easier for the colored pencil to layer over this color. We will now try two different colors for layering. We will take a light one, white, and we will take a much darker one, indigo, and we will layer on both fields and we'll see if they look like themselves at all in the end. And we can directly see that it does not really work at all. The white on the black, you can't see it. On green, yeah, but also not really ideal. The bluish indigo does not really look like bluish indigo anymore on the green. I draw it next to it to see how it should look. Now I tried the colors of the fields against each other. The green on the black, no. The black on the green, yeah, okay. So an important revelation, no layering, at least the colors don't look like you would expect them to. But now we still need the practical test. And I made two fatal mistakes here. The first is the paper I chose. It has a lot of structure, and with colored pencils you normally try to press on the paper to get rid of the structure in the paper, to get it as smooth and as powerful colors as you can. And I did not manage to do that, which was very annoying. The other is I don't really have washi tape, and as naive as I am, I used masking tape that was too strong and really damaged the paper, which I also did not like for some reason. But you will see both mistakes in a second yourself. So let's start, and the reference is Lilith from Diablo 4. There it is, my second colored pencil picture in over 10 years. So part of the two big mistakes that I've already been talking about, the damaged paper all around the picture and the completely wrong paper in general that I use, I'm really happy. I really can't complain. That means a lot from German. I had a lot of fun with the pencils, and actually the structure of the paper might have masked some of the mistakes that I have made or weaknesses of the pencils themselves. But I had loads of fun, really. So the pencils are really cool. The colors are great, they are laying down smoothly, wide range of colors. Would I recommend these pencils to a beginner? Well, yes, I would think so, actually. They are probably not the very best color pencil in the world, yes, but they are also definitely not the most expensive ones. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love for you to come back. For that, you should subscribe and hit that notification bell. Leave me a comment. I'd really like to hear your opinion, your experience with color pencils. And that's it. Have the greatest of days. Goodbye.